What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily, your source for daily tech news. Make sure you subscribe so you know what's going on in the world of tech. How is everyone doing today? Dropped my car off at the shop today. We're currently down to one car. We usually have two cars. One car is in the shop, getting that fixed. Had to take an Uber home. Had a good conversation with the guy in the Uber. So thank you so much for that conversation. Also, I need to clean up my office. It is terribly messy. I have stuff everywhere. I really need to take like a half a day or whatever, just a few hours to clean this mess up. But with that said, we have two very interesting stories and we also have a handful of questions. So let's dive into the tech news first. First story of the day is just comparison. What the iPhone 14 Pro will look like versus the Galaxy S22 and what we think looks better. So let's check this out. So we're gonna see, this is coming from Ice Universe, but ultimately he got the idea and the render of the iPhone 14 Pro from Jeffrey903. I'll list both their tweets down below. And let's take a closer look at both of these phones. And when we look at the Galaxy S22, it's a very traditional design from what we're used to with the Galaxy S series from the last couple of years. You've got the small bezels, you've got the camera punch hole at the top. Again, just a very plain looking design. And when we look to the right of that and we check out the iPhone 14 Pro, obviously the notch gone and the camera sits on top, but the camera sits on top with not only the camera but also the Face ID sensor so that you can still unlock the phone with your face, which I love it. I love Face ID. I wish it was on more phones, the secure face unlocking. It needs to come out to more phones. It's a great little thing. So yeah, I like seeing this, and to be honest with you, I'm gonna be honest, I think the iPhone looks kind of cooler on the front there. I don't know what it is, having the bigger hole. I'm not saying that a bigger hole is better, but maybe bigger is better, at least in my eyes in this time. It doesn't bother me at all. I actually like the design better than what they did in the past. Obviously, it eats up a little bit of the screen real estate, but at the end of the day, it should not affect it all that much. What do you guys think? Which one looks better, the Galaxy S22 versus the iPhone 14 Pro? Put your thoughts in the comments down below. Next up is a friendly reminder that today, right this second, you can order the Galaxy S21 Fan Edition 5G. You can get it in a 128 or 256. Now, the price difference on these two phones, if you get the 128 or 256, actually isn't too bad. So if you do that, you can get it for $699 in 128, or if you get it in 256, you can get it for $769.99. Now you can trade in some phones and get it for much cheaper. But with that said, you also get free Galaxy Buds Live, which I actually like these. I use these every night when I go to bed. You don't have to worry about any air tips or anything, and they fit fairly comfortable. But Galaxy Buds Live, or for $30 more, you can get the Galaxy Buds Pro. But ultimately, these orders are ready right this moment if you want to take advantage of that. Next up is all about the prices that we should see for the Galaxy S22 series and the Galaxy Tab S8 series. And get ready to spend your money because the prices have seemingly increased from the previous generation. Check this out. So this tweet's coming from KFC, the man also known as Chun888. He's talking about original Sammy wanted to keep the prices on the S21 series $799, $999, $1199, but due to chip shortage, alongside with using Qualcomm chipsets widely, they had to increase the price $100 more. Same thing happened to the S21 Fan Edition. Originally was about $600, but due to chip shortages, and ultimately when you get into the meat of the tweet, it says wrapped up the S22 series and Tab S8 series prices. S22 will retail for $899, S22 Plus will retail for $1099. That's right, $200 more than the other one. The S22 Ultra base version will retail at $1299. Tab S8 will be under $850, S8 Plus $900 to $1,000, and the Tab S8 Ultra will start off at $1,100 and above. Above means more storage and cellular connectivity. We'll update the exact Tab S8 series prices soon, but just checking out those prices again, just looking at those prices, those are not the final prices. So you're looking at the the S22 Ultra, remember that 8 gig version costing potentially $1299. Woo, woo. That's expensive. Remember, that phone has 8 gigs of RAM. 8 gigs of RAM for a $1,299 phone. Then when you factor in that only has 120 gigs of storage, and you're gonna want probably the one that at least has 256 or 512, or if they even do come out with a 1 terabyte version, you're looking at the prices of these phones probably going maybe maybe that 256 with 12 gigs of RAM is going to be $14.99 or at least $13.99. So you're probably $14.99, and then the next step up, you're probably looking at another $100. And then if you go up to a 1 terabyte, you're probably looking at maybe $1,700, maybe $1,800 on the most expensive S22 Ultra. And then take into effect Tab S8 Ultra starting at $1,100. People might want the higher version. You're looking at very, very expensive devices. That Tab S8 Ultra might go as high as over $1,500 if you add in 5G and you add in the highest storage amounts. You might be at like $2,000. Really, really expensive devices. It's unfortunate we're going through a time where supply and demand is what it is right now, and that's seemingly why these prices are slightly higher than they would have been if this wasn't going on. But that's your double-tiered question of the day. First, the iPhone 14 Pro, S22, which one looks better? And then also this. What do you think about these prices? Is this something that's gonna make you do a about face and get out of there and not buy these phones? Let me know in the comments down below. With that said, let's jump into the Q&A portion of the video and drop that beat. First question goes from New York's finest. Are you seeing the new renders of the S Pen now being on the right side of the S22 Ultra instead of the left? I'm seeing it from, I don't know who that is, Ultra unboxing video. Or do you think the S Pen will remain on the left? From what we know, it's going to be on the left. I wouldn't believe anything else but that. Gunther says, hey Greg, I was curious, when do you think we might start seeing similar camera features from the iPhone to Android? I have an interest in vlogs lately and would love to start to during these projects on my Fold 3 and even on my S21 Plus. I'm curious what features you mean, because where's my iPhone? No, oh, my iPhone's in my bag. When I think of what the iPhone has, doesn't the Galaxy phones already have all that? Now, quality-wise, sure, and just taking photos real quick with an iPhone, I think it is especially with photos, it's better at taking a nice quick photo versus the Galaxy phones. But the feature-wise, I think all the features are pretty much there that I can think of. Maybe you're thinking about like, I don't know what you're talking. Maybe I wish you were a little bit more descriptive in the question, but. Yes, if there's something missing on the Galaxy side, you can probably guess they're gonna copy Apple. It's seemingly what they've been doing a lot lately, and Apple copies Samsung and Android, so they really just copy each other. So I would expect whatever's missing, yes, you'll probably see it. Shajil says, would you rather have a lower RAM and have the phone cost $10.99 competing with top tier iPhone, or would you rather have a 12 base project at $11.99? And will the S22 1750 that I'm talking about, are they standard S22? So for me personally, I would always want something higher spec, slightly more money, but I understand why Samsung would release a phone with lesser specs but at a cheaper price. And then in terms of the 1750 brightness, it's only going to be on the 22 Plus and the 22 Ultra. I'm not specifically sure what the regular 22 will be, but I can almost put my money down it's not going to be as high at 1750 versus the 22 Plus and the 22 Ultra. CD Riley, do you think Samsung will create Samsung Galaxy Mega 3, a 14.6-inch phone? No, I can't imagine they'll do that. I think these phones are kind of almost maxed out at their sizes. I think you'll see an 8-inch phone. I think that'll be standard practice with Samsung once the folding phones get a little bit more mature. And then I think you're just going to end up having glasses you wear that will be huge displays, 100-inch displays, 150-inch displays at all times that you want through the glasses, but it'll be an augmented reality thing, and that'll be the next thing. But I don't think phones will get beyond 8 inches or so. And our last question comes from Sachin Archara. Says, thank you, Greg, for your great content. I heard Samsung has removed the Exynos trailer for 2200. Then they have downgraded the clock plus the 1.3 for 1.8 due to thermal issue. This is concerning. What's the performance going to be? Can you confirm more details? So what I've been hearing is that the Exynos 2200 has been delayed. I don't think they're delaying the phone along with it. I think that's the reason the phone has been pushed back a little bit, not only because of supply and demand, but also they need to get the Exynos 2200 ready. In terms of being canceled or downgraded in terms of performance, that I don't know, but in terms of it being postponed, yes, that is supposed to be the story. But I think what we know about the release dates being in February, all that should still stand. So there you guys go. That is your questions for today. If you have a question, leave it in the comments down below with the word question, and we'll answer it tomorrow, and we'll see you down the road.